Hey, why are you here? I'm hoping you're not here because you wanted to see me do a funny dance, or you think I'm the tallest person in the world, or the biggest person in the world, or the funniest person in the world, even though I'm kind of mildly amusing. I'm just not that person. I'm not here to entertain you. In fact, what I want to talk to you about today is far too important to just entertain you. If you're a Gen Z or the parent of a Gen Z, I have something I want to share with you. I'm a leadership coach, an employer, and I'm also dad to 3 Gen Zs of my own. And here are some of the things I'm hearing about your generation in the workforce. They're lazy. They just are always late. You can't count on them. They're undependable. They're entitled. They're weak. They're unfocused. They're just not worth the effort to train. Well, how does that make you feel? Hopefully it offends you a little bit and even makes you a little bit angry. But here's the problem. Much of your generation actually fits that mold. Well, what does that mean for you? What it means is that you are going to have to prove yourself at work. You're going to have to prove yourself that you bring more value than that, because there's a gap right now. There's a gap between what employers and customers need and want when they hire somebody and what you want when you work for someone. There's that gap, and you need to be able to figure out how to fill that gap to be able to give your employers and their customers what they want to make sure you can get what you want. So does this mean that if you bring more value to your job, that your employer is going to automatically give you these benefits? No, because some employers just aren't good. There are a lot of good ones out there, but not all of them. But the good thing is, the biggest benefit that you're going to gain from bringing more value into the workplace isn't that you're going to make more money, isn't even work-life balance, it's that you're going to give yourself options. What this means is, if you're working for a crappy employer at some point, you don't have to keep working for them. You have the option of finding a better job. And the reason you can do that is because of how much value you bring into the workplace. Now, that's why I put the guide together, Fill the Gap. What Fill the Gap does is give you the tools, the skills, and the insights to help you fill that gap between what your employer wants and what you want. Fill the Gap will give you greater control over your future. Now, aren't you glad that I didn't just do a little dance or say, hey, look at me, woohoo? Fill the Gap is going to give you some of the tools that you need to create the life that you want.